This is CBS News New York.
Right now, it is the first day of school, and there's some major changes this year for students across the tri-state area. We have team coverage. Elijah Westbrook is live with a look at the new schools opening this year and what they're doing to help students succeed. And Christina Fan is covering the new cell phone ban, how it works, and what parents need to know.
And in other news, the race for mayor, the incumbent Eric Adams responding to reports the Trump administration may offer him a deal to get out of the race. Other candidates also weighing in on this latest twist. Good morning on this Thursday, September 4th. I'm Chris Raggi.
I'm Mary Calvi, and let's get things right over to Tony Sadiq, who has your first alert forecast from the virtual studio at 5 o'clock. Temperatures feeling warm out there today.
It is trending warmer, Mary and Chris. Good looking forecast as kids are headed back to school. So we're excited about that. But there's also some changes, too, we got to talk about. We're bringing back rain chances. How about that? Right now, very nice temperatures, milder than it was this time yesterday. Still got some low 50s, so still perhaps the long sleeves, the light jacket to go. Freehold's 52. Tenafly, though, 62. And you still got 40s. But right now, just a few. Right now, Speonk's the only one there. Bus stop, how about this? 63 degrees. It's mild. It's comfortable. It's dry, most importantly. I don't think you need to, stuff your kid's bag with an umbrella on the first day of school. We're loving that. But heading home, it's going to be nice and warm. We're getting toasty up to 80 degrees, and then we'll amp up the humidity and a bit of a breeze, too. But by the time they get home, this line of showers is going to be getting closer to our area, and probably closer till sunset, we'll start to see some of that working on in through. So showers are making a comeback. We'll take a closer look at the timing when I see you in just a bit. 5:01, let's get a first look at your first look traffic with Guy Stanier. How we doing?
Well, Tony, we're starting with a live look outside in Brooklyn, and unfortunately, it's not a good scene. A crash has 3 lanes closed on the northbound or inbound side of the Gowanus Expressway right near 38th Street. Delays currently back to the Belt Parkway merge. In Westchester, construction is out again on the southbound New England Thruway in New Rochelle. Currently, 1 lane remains open. Traffic's still fairly light, but as we saw yesterday, this could become a major problem. We have some subway issues in Manhattan. Downtown 4 and 6 trains are running with delays due to track maintenance near Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Chris and Mary, back to you.
5:02 right now, and today marks the first day of school in New York City and around the tri-state area.
Here in the city, 7 brand new public schools will hold classes for the very first time. Elijah Westbrook is live outside one of them, the HBCU Early College Prep High School in Jamaica, Queens. Elijah?
That's right. Good morning to you, Chris and Mary. And despite all the scaffolding you see here behind me, this is a brand new school, as you mentioned. It's called the HBCU Early College Prep High School, and it's set to open its doors for the first time in just a few hours. It's also here where we are expecting to see Mayor Adams and Chancellor Ramos. They'll be greeting students on this first day back, but also talk about the 7 new schools set to open today. So there on your screen, you can see a list of those new schools. They include the Bronx STEAM Center, Central Brooklyn Literacy Academy, Middle School of Innovation, HBCU Early College Prep High School, as we mentioned, Northwell School of Health Sciences, Queens International Secondary School, and Staten Island Rise Academy PS 89. Now, the school's chancellor visited Queens Innovation Center yesterday, just a day before thousands of high schoolers returned to the 6-story building featuring 94 classrooms, several science labs, a 550-seat auditorium, modern library, new gym, and a full kitchen complex. She and other city leaders who were there say these new schools are a tangible investment in communities across the city, something students and families can see and feel.
I can tell you as a former principal that it is so exciting when you have new classrooms and you have a new building. There is nothing like it. And what's incredible about this is that we have amazing leaders attached to this beautiful building who are going to take great care of it and make the most so our children can have a tremendous experience.
They'll enter not just a new building, but a space intentionally designed to inspire learning, foster innovation, and support growth in every sense of the word.
Now, New York City public schools will continue to offer free breakfast, lunch, and after-school meals to all students. The Department of Education is providing transportation options for students, including Metro and Omni cards, plus buses for all eligible students. According to its website, students are eligible for different transportation services, of course, based on their distance from the school itself, grade, and existing accommodations. Now, there are some new rules taking effect today that you and your child should be aware of, including that controversial cell phone ban. Let's send things out now to Christina Fan. She is live in East Elmhurst, Queens, with more on that. Good morning to you, Christina.
Good morning there, Elijah. Yes, as you said, this is a major change for students, and it all begins today. Before walking into class, they are going to have to turn in their cell phones, and this removable unlockable pouch is one of the ways their devices could be stored. This ban is all part of a new statewide initiative to help eliminate distractions in the classroom. All personal electronic devices, including smartwatches and tablets, will also be prohibited during the duration of the school day, stored in lockers, cubbies, or those pouches that we just showed you. The school's chancellor says over half of New York City public schools already have some form of cell phone restriction in place, but still some families are hesitant about this. They're worried about being able to reach their loved ones in an emergency, especially with school shootings in recent headlines. Administrators say there will be a communication system put into place to ensure that when a parent calls the school, their child will receive the message. Among those overwhelmingly supportive of this new ban are, of course, educators, and some of them with the United Federation of Teachers will be holding a news conference later on this morning at 7:30, championing this new initiative ahead of the first day of school. Reporting live from East Elmhurst in Queens, Christina Fan, CBS News, New York.
5:06 as Catholic school students across New York City head back to class this week. The excitement of a new school year is tempered by a troubling trend, and that is declining enrollment. Classes were back in session Wednesday at St. Ephraim Catholic Academy in Brooklyn. For some students, the new school year also means a new school. They came over from Our Lady of Perpetual Help, which shut down over the summer. Over the past 5 years, dozens of schools in both the Archdiocese of New York and Diocese of Brooklyn have shut down or survived only by merging.
Families need to make some economic decisions, and sometimes the Catholic schools are falling victims.
We started to see a decline in enrollment about 10, 15 years ago, so our response to that was to go coeducational. For Catholic schools to survive, you've got to innovate and you've got to motivate.
In Queens, Holy Cross High School is trying to buck the trend by expanding its facilities. The school is putting the finishing touches on a new building that will house dance classes, robotics labs, athletic training facilities, and an art studio.
It is also the first day of school for many students in New Jersey. Here's a look at just some of the districts headed back to the classroom today. They include Hoboken, Jersey City, Patterson, and Montclair Public Schools. We wish all the students a great school year. Very exciting day, Mary.
If you want to share your own kids' back-to-school photos, scan the QR code on your screen. You may see them right here on our morning newscast. You can also share them on our website, cbsnewyork.com/photos. And we already have some submissions as we take a look at Audrina and Lucas. Good luck on your first day. And a second group of 4, we have Melania, Sienna, Giovanni, and Vincent. And good luck to everyone as class gets underway later this morning. Our back-to-school coverage continues. We have everything you need before you head out the door, from the changes in the classroom to your first alert, weather, and traffic. You can watch that right here on our streaming channel as well, CBS News New York.
Well, new this morning, the influential Koch family reportedly buying a 10% stake in the New York Giants. According to the Associated Press, the deal, valued at about $1 billion, must still be approved by the owners in the event that the Giants were ever sold. Okay, let's say the Maras and the Tisches decided to sell the team. The Giants would have a valuation of a record $10 billion right now, which would surpass the North American professional record of just more than $6 billion, which Josh Harris's group paid to buy the Washington Commanders 2 years ago. Last year, Julia Koch, the widow of David Koch, and her family bought 15% of the company that owns the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty. The Koch family owns the second largest privately owned company in the U.S., and they are known for their involvement in conservative politics.
5:09 right now. Today marks 2 months until Election Day and potential presidential persuasion in the race for mayor.
CBS News New York has learned that the Trump administration is weighing potential job offers for Mayor Adams. Sources say the goal to narrow the election to a 2-man race. Ali Bauman breaks it down.
I've been getting job offers for the last year and a half.
Fresh off a trip to Florida, Mayor Eric Adams is downplaying reports that the White House is scheming to get him out of the race. Sources tell CBS News New York the Trump administration is looking to offer Adams a possible government position in lieu of his seeking re-election as an independent.
To say, would you take a job in the administration, or would I take it somewhere else? That's hypothetical. I'm running for office.
The talks also reportedly involve getting Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa to pull out. Sliwa says he has not been contacted by the White House.
I will never drop out.
This all comes after polling shows independent candidate Andrew Cuomo has the best chance of beating the Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani in November.
What this is about is Donald Trump seeking to narrow this race with the pure intent of trying to stop our candidacy.
The president's involvement historically in New York has always been minimal support.
Political consultant O'Brien Murray calls this a third rail for the Cuomo campaign, who so far has not said a word about the president's machinations.
It's a double-edged sword because the balancing act of the closer Cuomo were to ever appear to be to Trump, will those Democrats that he may have go to Mamdani or not show up?
The question remains, if the president can lure the mayor away from the race, will it be enough to lure voters away from Mamdani?
I did vote for Trump. I'm not sure if that's really enough of a Democratic move for my part, on my part, because I think that anybody who wants to run should be able to.
I think it'll hurt him.
Why is that?
To have Trump helping him, because this is New York. We're liberal. We don't like Trump here.
Even if any of these four candidates pull out of the race at this point, all of their names will still be on the ballot regardless. CBS News New York will stay on top of this race as we count down until Election Day. You can find all of our election reporting on CBSNewYork.com.
It is 5:11 for you right now. Breaking news this morning. One man is in critical condition after a shooting in Brooklyn. Police say the 29-year-old victim was shot in the head shortly after 10:30 last night. You're taking a look at Citizen App video from the scene in Kensington. Authorities say no arrests have been made, and we are working to learn what led up to the shooting.
An update now on a wildfire burning in West Milford, New Jersey. Officials say the Buck-a-Bear wildfire is now 40% contained. The fire started Tuesday at the Newark watershed between Buck-a-Bear Pond and Clinton Road. So far, it has spread to 160 acres. No structures are threatened. Fire officials say the direction of the wind has worked in their favor.
Let's get over to meteorologist Tony Sadiku in our virtual studio with an update on that wind. Hey, Tony.
Hey, good morning, Chris. And I do think the winds will play a factor today as they'll be gusty. So as kids go back to school, hey, how about we give today a grade? And A- is what we'll do today. It's been A+ the last stretch of days. While the weather's going to be good today, it's not perfect. Room for improvement. But that's going to be after the kids head home. Some showers in the mix. But I think for the drop-off, we're looking good. 60s with recess looking fantastic. All the way to pickup as temperatures soar into the 80s. First alert traffic at 5:12. Let's check back in with Guy. Hey, Guy.
Good morning, Tony. We're going to start with the live look outside in Brooklyn. We still have a crash. 3 lanes are closed on the northbound side of the Gowanus Expressway right near 38th Street. Delays are back to the Belt Parkway merge. In in Clifton, New Jersey, we have an accident. 1 lane is blocked on the eastbound side of Route 3 right near Bloomfield Avenue. This is a heads up if you're headed to the Lincoln Tunnel. And in Westchester, we still have construction on the southbound New England Thruway in New Rochelle. Only 1 lane remains open. Traffic, again, still pretty light this morning at 5:13, but we're going to keep a close eye on this as yesterday this became a major problem. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Chris and Mary, back to you.
Okay, Guy, thank you very much. Coming up, nothing but losers nationwide. No winner in last night's Powerball drawing, and now the jackpot is soaring. Just how high it has climbed.
Kids behind the controls of a subway train in Queens. The MTA investigating the joyride seen in this alarming video.